let's look at Scott's Miracle-Gro. First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of today by liking and subscribing. So we have the company here under the Megatrends, and you can see here that the performance is monstrously, on average, outperforming the S&P 500. So urban gardening and farming is the theme I have put the company in. We have 11.55% here from the 52-week low, but we have been through a minus 37% pullback, which is, pretty, substantial. So here's the company. So here you can see their different products. So it's relatively, self-explanatory. So let's jump into the charts. This is the very, very big picture, all the data we have, and it's been, on a huge move. It is, however, one of those stocks that can have very substantial corrections even within an overall bull market. Like here as an example, it all of a sudden decided to have, a minus 37-ish% bear market. Here, all of a sudden, it went into a bear market of minus 47-ish%. So yes, this is one of those that moves big. What is especially important here is this blue 100-week moving average. Test, support, big rally. Even here, we did initially have a bit of a bounce. Here, big move. Here we do actually dip below, but this was during the lockdown plunge. So what's happening right here and right now is that we are testing that super important moving average as support. And looking here at the latest candlesticks, certainly seems like the bulls are buying this pullback. When we look at a bunch of other indicators here, so here we have the MACD. You see that we even when we go back here to the early 2000s on the weekly data points, we have a pretty substantial pullback here, just total collapse. Looking here at the RSI, historically this very low RSI level tends to be bought. Looking at the distance from the 20-week moving average, the 50-week, especially those two, we are at a very low level that has a tendency to cause the bulls to get into action. When we go here to the daily data points, so here we can see the recent massive correction in more detail, and it's been very ferocious. When you look here at the RSI, we got into this extremely pessimistic level that historically has been very, very rare. So here, see here with the MACD, total collapse, PPO, both on the 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 100-day, and the 200-day moving average, they reached levels of extreme pessimism. Hence, you could argue from a technical perspective that we have an extremely pessimistic situation, which could have approached peak pessimism. On top of it, we do have this support level, which pushes me in a more speculatively bullish direction. Looking here at the seasonality, over the last 5 years, September tends to be more bullish than August, though October is the weakest month. The last 10 years, we do see that there's a bit of a drop up from August to September, but it still has, a tendency to close higher than it opened. And over the last 20 years, we do see that, September is it's a 55-ish% bullish month. But then October, November, and December are strong. So the coming months are strong, given that the context is that we already have seen a huge crash here in the stock. It could very well be that September is not going to be that bad. We have already had extreme pessimism. And we do have this key support level that would be, a stop level. Okay, so here is Finviz, looking here at the analyst price targets vis-a-vis the current stock price. If we looked at the $220 price target, that implies a 38% upside. That's obviously bullish. And when you look here at the price targets, even when we go back here to 2020, they are significantly above the current stock price. So the price targets are definitively bullish. SAX has a number 3 hold, but we have a B value score and a B growth score, and that is rare to both have deep value and bigger growth. There usually is an inverse relationship. So the style scores are definitively interesting. The industry rank top 4%. The fertilizers is the business. $9-ish billion in market cap, and you are paid a 1.65% dividend. Even if the stock doesn't make that big move. I think that as long as we have this blue 100-week moving average, which has been historically very important, as long as it is this support level, then I would stay. I would be bullish here on this stock. I think there are too many factors speaking for a bullish thesis, and when you look at all of these indicators here, that shows, the PPO shows the distance between a price and these moving averages. That's why you see there's the similar color. So we've been in this extremely pessimistic zone. It's quite clear looking at the valuation of the company that it is a B value stock. It is also B growth, and the price targets are significantly above the current stock price. So it's very, very hard to make a bearish case here for this stock. So yes,